going. We're going. All right. Hello, everybody. Right. It's been a bit of an interesting reading week. Didn't get too terribly much done. Actually, the one thing that I did finish wasn't even on the the last video that I did before this one, besides the book haul, and that was Black River Orchard by Chuck Wendig. I ended up giving it a 4 out of 5 on Goodreads and whatever and all that. It's super contemporary, which I'm not super used to. I'm used to reading horror that is considerably older and has a considerably older setting. There's immediate talk of TikTok in this one. There's influencer stuff like that. There's a decent amount of POV from Gen Z kids. I stumbled through a lot of the Gen Z stuff. However, the longer I read, I think it's 530, 550-ish pages in the edition that I have, the hardcover. I warmed up to it. I never fully got over it. I generally try to avoid anything super modern contemporary setting like that. It really allowed me to dial in with the father in the book. There's this big father-daughter relationship with the mother's not there anymore, so it's just the two of them hashing out their relationship through a lot of this book. It was a very beautiful, very professionally executed story of a father and his daughter. The setting with the orchard is really freaking cool. It's haunted apple orchard. Yeah, super stoked I read it. I'm really happy to have it, and I look forward to reading it again. I really enjoyed that a lot. Here, let's see. Now for these other 3 books that I am working on, I haven't finished up. This one here, The Black Spider by Jeremias Gotthelf. God, I still don't know how to say that. Yeah. I am absolutely loving this. I am only 38 pages in of 100. I could have finished this a while ago. However, I am savoring it and I am taking my time with it. Let me see here. I'm annotating the shit out of it, going back and forth. I'm beating the shit out of this book, dude. I'm writing all over this thing. I'm loving it. I wasn't able to get a whole bunch of reading done over this last week because I had to go to Sacramento and I was driving all over the place and doing everything. I spent an hour, 2 hours or so, sitting down, reading a couple pages from this, annotating the shit out of it. I was telling my buddy all about what was going on. He was very nice in how he kind of let me babble on for a while about this. Super just heavy Christian, old school Christian, Jewish maybe, Orthodox, something like that. I'm really loving this. Super tyrannical leader people, extraordinarily written. The translation is fantastic, and I look forward to continuing this. I'm gonna finish this up this week before the next recap. I'll let you guys know how it ends up. Now, I was able to take a pretty considerable chunk out of this Harlan Ellison's Greatest Hits. I'm just about 400 pages in. Oh, there's only one. Okay, I have one story left to get to the last part of the book. So, before I go to bed tonight, I should be just over 400 pages into this. I'm finding myself loving the middle bit and the back bit of this more than I loved the beginning bit. The second story in was I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which is perhaps, I think, maybe not perhaps, definitely, probably, his most famous story that he ever wrote. It's extraordinarily good. It is extraordinarily good. However, there are a few more back here that have personally sat with me a little better. Like, I'm looking for Kadak. This story right here, it's the favorite thing I've ever read from Ellison so far, and it has me super stoked. Now I want to pick up more books from Ellison. I'm very, very, very happy with how this is going. I should have this done up as well by this time next week. And now, The War of the Flowers by Tad Williams. I don't have the dust jacket on this one. I'm 180 pages into this. I'm kind of reading it leisurely, taking my time. I am actually being able to go through a YouTube playlist of videos to where Tad Williams himself is sitting down and reading the story to you, and I get to follow along with it. I am taking my time with this one. Fairy tale, but it's for adults. I'm not quite sure that I love it. I don't know if I love it quite yet. I'm enjoying it. I'll keep going. I will keep going with it, and we'll see. Most of the joy that I'm getting out of it is just sitting down listening to the side banter of Tad Williams himself. I'm a huge fan of Tad Williams as like just a human being, as a personality. I love his personality, and he's got really good hometown Bay Area, California personality, which I love. So that's all I got up to this week. Not a whole lot. I'll be finishing both the greatest hits, Harlan Ellison, and the Black Spider this week. I'll keep chipping away at this. I don't have any plans on rushing necessarily through War of the Flowers. We'll see how it happens. I just got an audiobook from the library for The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa. This will be happening this week, and I queued myself up for the last two books in the Books of the South by Glen. I was able to read the first book of this last month. Really enjoyed it, really love it. So now what's left in here is the book 2 following it, and then the third book in this is the prequel to both of these. So that'll be really exciting. There's new people coming in, there's old people going out, there's some friendly faces that are unfortunately no longer there with them anymore. Yeah, you know, it should be pretty excellent, I think. So that's what I have going on. Let me know what you guys got going on down in the comments, and I'll chat you guys up.